got married.
The stream is live.
And from a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this is My Worst Holiday, a podcast about your worst wedding, funeral, bachelor party, bachelorette party, or anything that's funny after the fact. We want to hear that fucking story. And for the second time, we have a very special guest, Mr. Ted Sayak Sterner. Ted, say hello.
Hey, hi everybody. Let's get straight here. Hi everybody. How you doing? Yeah, I
We're
was
still
fine
more,
till you
folks.
arrived. Yeah, it's good to be here. Thank you for having me again. It's been an exciting month since I've been on.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if I had anybody since you. Actually, I'm not sure. I took a couple of weeks off, and I kept trying to get this comedian on, and we just keep missing. Like
Yeah.
I get a set, and she's like, I can't do it today. I'm not gonna be on. I'm like, don't worry about it. We'll do it next week. And then like next week comes, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, okay. Well, we never really set a date. I'm like, God damn it, we didn't fucking set a date.
Yeah. Oh, I hate it. Or the date changes on the calendar. I experience that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a guy for you. I'll push your way. He's doing great in Hollywood. Very funny man, Anthony Russo. He'll love to be with you. Yeah, I've been in a few music videos with him. Did some work. Very good friend. So
Okay.
I'll send your way. Okay.
Eric Anthony Russo
Yep. Eric with a K.
with a K. Okay.
Very funny man. Very intelligent. His brand is comedic. Very lovable guy.
Oh, fantastic. I'll definitely reach out to him then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hook
Or
you guys
give
up.
me my information. Just have him friend me too. So yeah, well, then the two should meet. So yeah, I always like funny people. They because they're funny.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I'm not too funny sometimes. I'm kind of funny, if you know what I mean, but
yeah,
not funny. But
right.
yeah, everybody good out there? I'll be
You
heading
calling
out
me
your way.
funny? You think I'm a joke? Is that what you think?
You saying, man?
Mm.
Yeah, I'll be heading out towards your way. I'm already behind schedule. I got a little ill there for about a week. I lost a week. I honestly thought today was Saturday. Um, but the best VA I've ever been to for a hospital is in Denver. They're fantastic.
Is
Very
that right? Oh, that's super cool. I'm glad there's good services.
well, yeah, and what was really funny was while I was in it, I was able to come up with some ideas for the second season of my series that I've been writing. The first season is done for 20 episodes, so we're looking at maybe 3 seasons now, and
Oh,
it worked out
fantastic.
fantastic. Yeah, there's nothing better than being
Godspeed, man.
locked
I wish you the
alone.
best. I hope you hit it. So
Yeah. Oh,
super
there's
cool.
nothing better for your ability to create than being locked away in a room and having a girlfriend like Tina who never comes to see you. So can somebody turn on a light? I mean, look at the growth.
Lonely. I'm so lonely.
Can I have some water? This is the nurse. What do you want? Over. I need water. Shut
Stay
up
in
and
there and
shut
write.
up.
Stay in there and write. God
Can you
damn
give
it.
me some remote control
You're not
batteries?
even done with the first season. Get in
Yeah.
there.
But it worked out good. I'm healthy. It was just a weird thing. I lost a lot of muscle, but I'm good.
Mhm. It doesn't
My
take
my
long.
blood pressure, my
It doesn't
blood
take
pressure.
long. Like tolerance and muscle, both those go away like real
Yeah,
fucking fast.
I
Like
just hit the gym 6 weeks and do my routine, take my protein and some good healthy raw organic vitamins, and it'll be good. I'm not too worried about it. Just still a little weak. I get lightheaded. Actually, I haven't been dizzy all day, dizzier than normal. Okay. But yeah, so we're looking to head out to Nashville, and I have my place. I have financing, more financing
oh,
being talked about from the cost. I'm just overwhelmed and shocked, to be
yeah.
taken on by a
Um,
production company.
do you have a do you have a landing spot for your series yet, or anything? Or
I, it's amazing. This gentleman, he is just a master of all trades. And he's rescuing these steel-hulled houseboats because they're illegal now. They sink too quick, and he's
oh, okay.
taking them and putting them on this big lot and refurbishing them. So if you want it for an Airbnb, you can rent it. But this is also the lot where he stores all of his production equipment in these steel containers. His RVs, Class A RVs and Bs, and right behind it, 300 feet away, is the perfect set for what I've written.
Oh,
So not
nice.
only can we live there, we don't have to truck and transport anything
No,
for
everything's
each
right
other.
there. So you've got your Airbnb that you're going to stay at, and then you got your production spot right there.
The money's coming in. My personal settlements are happening. I'm going to pay off my debt and live on a shoestring and just create. And yeah,
The
people go,
American
"Oh my God,
dream.
oh my God, you're doing this?" It's like, yeah, that's my
Yeah.
plan. God willing, that's my plan. And start.
I need to get one of them settlement things. That's what I need to do. I don't have any of those yet.
It costs
Although
me a lot of
now
time.
I lost my dad a while back, and he got one of those portals on, and then for chemo, and they just came out and said, those are fucked up. So here's hoping, like, come on, thanks, Pop. Like,
Well, you
because
know, yeah, I mean, my pride, I've never been hurt on a job, never. And it wasn't my fault. It's not age related. It was just a strange injury. I had to have surgery, and the company says we want to buy you out for future responsibilities. And I said,
there
how
you
much?
go.
You know,
Now
what?
I did miss out on the
Absolutely.
settlement from was it nasal cam or something like that, but I took it for like I had a bitch of a cold. I mean, it was like one of the worst ones I ever fucked. It was worse than COVID when I had COVID. Like,
Oh,
I
some
mean,
of them, yeah.
it was fucking bad. And I kept taking this nasal cam stuff, and it had some sort of zinc something in it, and I
Yep.
lost like 30% of my olfactory. And they did like I can smell anything good. I can smell anything good. But you sit beside me and fart, I'd never know it. Like, I can't smell that. I can't smell body odor or
Yeah.
anything. So yeah, so I like everybody's like, yeah, oh, you got lucky. And I'm like, you think so? You miss
Until
the
you
bad
step,
things too. You miss the bad things too. Like, how your buddies are laughing because somebody ripped one. I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
or you're walking through the grocery store and
yeah,
you stepped in a calling card
yeah,
from a dog. You want to know
you
that
know,
stuff. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah,
yeah,
it's so I just looked at him and said, "Sure, I'll take it." Of course, right away lawyers jump in. Well, we can get you 1.4 million for that. I said, I'm not like that. I don't need to be usury. I got,
yeah.
60, 70% of my strength in that body part. And for 60 years old, it's like I'm not waiting a year or two for this. No, just I
At
let me
60 years
take it.
old, it's not gonna be
Yeah.
long before you lose it anyway. So like, what do you got? Like,
Speak for
okay,
yourself, Carl.
you know,
Speak for yourself.
yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
I'm
so
56. So I'm not far off. I mean, it's not like I'm like some spring chicken. I look like one because I drink whiskey and water. So that's I don't know which one keeps me youthful, but I'm not gonna quit either one just in case. So
it's your attitude that keeps you youthful, what you read and keeping active. Yeah.
reading,
That's
I want one.
yeah. But yeah, so that's what's happening in my life. And
Awesome.
the other day, I you like those worst stories. And I
Yeah.
was telling you this story about when I was in the Marine Corps, and going on a Mediterranean float is you get on specific naval vessels, and you are the landing force for the Navy. And
Mhm.
I was greatly blessed to be on one that went down the Virgin Islands and the Mediterranean.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're just showing a presence. There was no war.
Yeah.
And
Right.
shortly after Lebanon happened, that was my unit when they redeployed. But at this time,
Right.
no. And you go to Kenya, you go to Africa and Israel, and we stopped and landed on the shore of the Mediterranean to a small Majorca or Garucha. It was Garucha, and it
Garucha.
was beautiful.
Beautiful
The beaches.
Garucha.
Yeah, and even though we're doing maneuvers, you're landing on these perfectly flat beaches that have never been destroyed. The tree line inside it, you have these wonderful homes with walls that are actually aqueducts, and they're feeding their gardens, and they're,
Mhm.
mostly they grew out there. After you get through the town, the other side it's desert. Okay,
Yeah.
mountain, little tiny hills of desert and maybe shrubs, but everywhere throughout the valleys of them would be orange trees and olive trees.
Oh God.
And, oh yeah, and it was fantastic. And
That
I'm
sounds
carrying
that
them.
sounds fan like I say, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it was, and it was really good. And we're doing our maneuvers and hiking and staying in old Pueblo type of homes, the old ones built into the sides of hills, and these kids follow you around and they want your C rations and stuff like that. And they say the awful thing of, give me a can of C rations for my sister. It's just
Yeah.
an ongoing joke. It's tasteless. And they just follow you around with these massive, massive bags of oranges. Think about like 100-pound potato bag.
Hmm.
And they just give you oranges and they're the size of softballs.
Oh God.
And they are
Yeah.
the sweetest oranges I've ever had. I tell you what, you peel them and the juice drips down you. And now you have to remember you're in the desert. You're
Yeah,
trying to drink.
that actually kind of sounds sexy, Ted. I'm not a gay man, but it's I gotta tell
I
you,
mean,
that sounds
you
that kind of
can't
sounds
help
all
it.
right. That's
You can't help it. I literally had the wet sticky juice, from the sugar.
it's just
So you're in the
dripping down.
desert.
I was licking it off my fingers.
Yeah, you're getting looks from the lieutenant. You okay? But
I'm
and you're in the
fine, Sarge.
desert. You don't want to drink your water. It's over chlorinated. It gives you heartburn. And here's the best oranges you've ever had.
Right.
So, and I would be glad to give you my C rations are from the Vietnam era because this was '82 when I was there.
Oh, okay.
And they're a little dry. You can have a lot of fun with them if you get creative. You can make some pretty good stuff. But I wanted something different, so I just kept eating them, and I ate them overnight. I was on radio duty. I just kept eating them. The next day, after 22 of these softball oranges, we were ready to go on a 14-mile hump full gear, and it hit my intestines.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I could barely walk about a quarter mile
You're hunched over.
because if I took a
It ain't looking
step,
good, Lieutenant. It
yeah,
ain't
if I
looking
took
good,
a
buddy.
step, the valve was going to fail if I took a
Right.
step. It
Exactly.
took me, I disobeyed orders. I took me probably about 45 minutes to go 300 feet to a latrine. And it was, I almost got written up and lost the stripe because I was
Oh my
damaging the
God.
from the
Because you're
property.
gonna shit
So I
yourself.
took the corner. Oh, it was terrible. It was the worst, most excruciating pain I've ever felt. I thought somebody was twisting my intestines in knots, okay? So I
Mhm.
took the corner of the little hill to where the latrine section was, and they dig them out and they dig them out with backhoes, and it's a four-seater, and you're all back to
Right.
back. And I took the corner, and there was a line of men with the same problem.
I
it
will
was
pay you for your spot in line.
it was another well, we were taking turns between the explosive bouts. There were so many people that the company command realized, in the battalion command realized that it would take days to process all of our proceedings, and they were just said, "Don't do it again." We only had like a quarter of the battalion
Right. Yeah.
amphibious
Don't
force.
need any more oranges. Got it, sir.
I would eat a few. They were that good. But
Yeah, they were
that's
that
the thing
good.
that
It was worth
happened.
the
And
squeeze was worth the juice. That's
yeah,
it. Boom. There it is.
I was an 18-year-old slim, tight, strong Marine with the worst case of baby diaper rash I've ever had. But that blew that whole particular part of the deployment and ruined my visit to that beautiful community. Um, yeah, the
What
joke
I
was
did
on us.
to that community.
Yeah,
I'm
the joke was
sorry.
on me. The joke
I'm
was on
still so
me.
sorry.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We just laughed. A bunch of little kids on one-speed bicycles toting oranges around got the best of the United States elite landing force. So
They're probably they're probably giggling, taking syringes and squirting X-Lax into those fuckers. That's why they're
uh,
so juicy. It's like,
you didn't need it. It was fantastic. And some of the guys only had a couple, probably because they were there a year or two before and knew better.
oh, and they knew
But,
better.
yeah,
Yeah.
they knew better and had only a couple and then finished their meals. So, but yeah, I figured that would be a good story because it was absolutely horrendous.
It was a
I
good
was
story.
sweating.
It was
I was sweating out of my eyeballs. Yes.
oh, yeah, we've been there. Everybody's been there. The
Oh
photo
yeah.
finish, you just made it to it. And why is it the closer you get to a toilet, the more intense it becomes? Like,
Please,
yeah,
please
exactly.
move.
It's like, oh, yeah. Like the closer you get, like the more you gotta come on, hold on, get to the.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
hear
want to
sirens.
get
My
this out
my
done.
my
Time.
vent is failing. It's like the movie Dumb and Dumber when he's on the
Yeah,
toilet.
he's on the
That
toilet.
was the only thing that made me laugh. So that tickling feeling of the explosion was real. But yeah, that's I thought about you the other day when I was telling that story, and I said, "There's a good one,
Like,
no doubt
I've
about
got to
it."
remember that.
Yeah, but
My brother's
anyways,
watching. Aaron Hawkins is watching. He wrote the movie Evil Lurks, and you can find that on Tubi. My brother Alan, he has a show called Daddy and Daughter Eat Weird Food Combinations, and of course you can find that on Mosaic TV. If you have a Fire Stick, if you have a Roku or an Android device, download Mosaic TV. You're gonna see me. Yeah, Mosaic TV, baby. I'm network. Yes.
that's Evil Lurks, right?
Evil Lurks. It's on
Okay,
Tubi.
I'll check it out. I'll look them up on.
Yep.
I'll looking for it.
The soundtrack on it is fantastic.
Okay, I'll check it out. That sounds
Yep.
great. I'll pass that on.
There you go.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Awesome. Now, where's he located? Where's he located?
Aaron is up in Chicago, around Chicago area, suburb someplace. It's up around St. Charles. I know that because when I was up in St. Charles, he's like, "You're up in my neck of the woods," so I know he's up there somewhere. So
Awesome, fantastic. I'm glad he showed
mhm.
up. Very
So
good.
tell us more about your series. Tell us like what's it about? What we got coming? What are we
Four
looking
years
at?
ago, 4 years ago during COVID, I was stuck in Atlanta, and I started writing this my third screenplay. I had two already protected, and I think that was about when Stranger Things came on. Yeah, it had to be. And I really loved the the teen sci-fi type of thriller, and it
Mm-hmm.
was good. It was fun. It had more special effects and FX than I will have in the beginning.
Yeah.
Um, and it will progress. I'm running actually competitions through colleges for
Okay.
people so I can find the best guys, really. And
Right.
all payment deferred contracts and good prices and stuff. But anyways, it took me 4 years. I had software problems, so I would lose the whole script, the whole screenplay, and
God,
have to start over.
I've done that. I've done that. I've written shit, and my computer had a virus, and it
Uh,
went. This is back when you had the hard drive discs, and it like I went to save it, and it just
yeah. Well, a
it just
lot of
went
them.
away. Like
I
I'm
love
like,
Studio Binder. I love Celtics, but they store your work on their server, and I
yeah,
want my work stored on my flash drives, thumb drives, USBs,
right.
and my hard drives. So it this time I was writing it and transliterating. I found it on a hard drive, and I lost my access to my Apple computer.
Oh,
I couldn't get in. It's not recognizing the it's not recognizing me. So I had a great donation of a new Dell, and I found everything on a hard drive.
oh, thank
So
goodness.
I translated it, and I lost it again the third time because of the remote server. And I said, that's it. I started using Trelby. Trelby allows you, it's not as it's a little glitchy,
Yeah,
but I don't care if my information when I say enter Sammy isn't capitalized because it's glitchy. Read the thing and highlight it on your copy, okay?
yeah,
But everything else is fine. I can't make a cover sheet. Like that, it tells me I
yeah.
can, but they can't. But I
I keep
used
all my
it
stuff
and
on Google.
saved it.
Like everything I write, I keep on Google Drive, so I
Yeah.
can get it. I can access it from anything as long as I know my passwords. I can get it from anywhere.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm
So
a big. I like drives in my possession. I'm looking for 1 and 2
yeah,
terabyte now.
that and
But
if I want to
that's
share it with somebody, I can always share it with somebody.
yeah.
Like
Well,
here's
I
my
have no
idea.
problem.
Here's what writing back and forth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was writing for a thing called If It's Comedy out of Akron, Ohio. Me and this guy just started talking, and he had this show on his. I think it's like a local cable access or something. But and I just kept sending him like uh, just bits, like
Yeah.
just a script for like certain scenes and stuff like that. So
Yeah. So I was able to save it on my hard drive. Now I have plenty of copies, and I came up with this opportunity approached me, and I reached out, and now I have not just my money coming, more money, just a call here or there. Hey, I'm interested. What's going on?
yeah,
It's like, well, I know you're interested, but this is protected, and there's going to be a lot of paperwork involved because I'm not losing it. It's the team
right,
sci-fi. No, it's not going to happen.
right,
We found settings with caves. We found everything aligns with what I wrote 4 times.
right.
um, I filled the holes. I think of Back to the Future as being touted as the only movie ever created with no hanging strings. It's all wrapped up. So I don't see any. A little heavy dialogue on the lead, but I put it out there as a creative process dictates, and I can take it away.
Yeah.
Everything's written for 22 and 44 minutes, even 5-minute scenes where you can break it up. And I'm
Hmm.
currently doing some casting. Unfortunately, I'm as soon as once you work up in higher levels, you start recognizing the lack of training immediately, even upon how they frame themselves or what they're sending you for an audition. You want me to download your audition on my equipment? Immediately I get there is a virus. Immediately I get
Right,
this is
right.
not trustworthy. I
So,
don't need
so,
to teach
so what's
you.
my what part am I playing? That's all I want to know is what part am I playing? It's
A mute
a
to
mute.
be fair.
It's a
That's a great
it's a
idea.
it's
I'm
like
gonna give you.
a dirty
Yeah,
rotten scoundrels. Yeah, the thinker boy. He's a mute.
yeah.
The whiz
Well, you're
kid.
not
He's a
trained. You're
mute. He
not
doesn't
trained.
talk.
You're not trained. I can't give you dialogue. I will jeopardize and I'll endanger my investors' money. So you're a mute. You got to roll. I will bring you on. I would love to meet you. You can come down to Nashville. Um, do you have any scars or tattoos or you
Yeah,
know?
got a
All
tattoo
right,
there. Yeah, yeah.
we're
That's
gonna
like
make it work. You're a former biker mute that lost his voice singing karaoke.
yeah. In a knife fight. That's it.
Yes, a Harley Mama stabbed you in the throat and told you to shut up. There we go. I'll kill you quickly.
Next time he'll go down when I say to. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. Well, they're probably no comment. So it's coming together. It's coming together. I'm serious. I'll bring you on. Yeah, sure. I
no,
will.
I'm not worried about it at all.
Well, I'm
So,
not. I'm not. I can do whatever
like
I want.
I
So the
barely
money
leave
started.
town. Like I'm going to my brother's got his bachelor party tomorrow night, and I'm going down there. But outside of that, I barely leave my town. Like I'm just kind of a little homebody guy.
I'll
So
send you some pictures of the cookouts that we get in Tennessee. You'll be there flying in. I'll come. I'll send transportation to come get you.
I used to do keggers out in the field down in Fulton County, so I know what that's about. Like
Oh yeah, we
kind of
yeah
hog
we're
roast and
in the bonfire. Yeah.
down south they had I went to a peanut boil in a kegger, so they
Yeah,
boil peanuts down there.
boiled. I never had them. I was told they were good. Yeah.
They are,
I
yeah, they're
will.
good. It was crazy because like I drank beer all night and eating these fucking peanuts and I was fine. Like I don't know if I got a good base on before or and I mean
A
I
lot of
was
carbs.
young. I was
Yeah,
like
it's protein. Yeah,
I was
because
like
usually
18. I think it's like
carbs
18
like
years
a
old.
huge carb dinner. Carb dinner will actually keep you kind of sober. But
Yeah,
boiled nuts.
yeah,
Leave
boiled
it up to
peanuts.
you.
Well, they're like, "Hey, Mark, you gonna come to the peanut broil with us?" I'm like, the fuck's a peanut broil?
Gonna have beer?
Sure. Yeah, it's like
I'll
beer.
be there.
I've heard
I'll
of
be
that.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these are a
yeah.
few of
I
my
will.
favorite things. Like yeah, like
Yeah, so I'm going to throw it out there. If somebody has a natural area with proper training and wants a chance to audition, send it to me. I give everybody a chance. Some people I shut off after 3 seconds because I know I can't have them on the set. I really do. I don't have time. I have 400 to
look
go
up
through.
uh look up a
So
fellow named Dale Nealhouse.
Dale Nealhouse.
Yep,
Okay, all
yep,
right.
look him up. Good friend of
What's
mine.
his, what's his age?
Um, probably mid-30s, early 40s.
Yeah, we have some of those. Most of this was written for when I was coaching. This was written to uh, create legitimate demo reel for my students and
Mm-hmm.
actually submit them to short film festivals and such. They need to be part of a project, or your demo reel, according to the highest echelons of the industry, is not legitimate. It's not
Yeah.
legitimate. It's got to be a real project. If you go to New York and have somebody write up a scene for you, and you do it, and you pay them 150, 180 bucks for a demo reel, it's not legitimate. It's not
Yeah.
recognized. It's not acceptable. I will not accept it.
I've
And there's
also
a reason.
I got
There's
another
a
friend,
reason.
Joe Finfera. Joe Finfera has been on a lot of soap operas, a lot of Lifetime movies and stuff like that. Yeah, he's super cool.
So I wrote this for my teens and then young adults, and for energy and nuance changes that only trained people are going to pick up in the script. The thought process
Mm-hmm.
changes. So a lot of them I get, and they just run it like they're reading it. They don't see that in the middle of it she changed her mind and she got angry. Um, so I don't really waste my time if you're not trained, because you're not going
Right,
to see it. You're not going to see it.
right.
So yeah, if you have any friends that want to, just befriend me
Yeah,
or follow me on Facebook, Ted
yeah. I'll,
Psyop.
I'll send I'll send Dale your information.
Yeah, and we're going to pay you. We're going to give you gas money, and only my principals and leads are going to have a
And
place
he's
to
in
stay.
I think he's in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, with the
Yep.
wind, we got the plane.
I always say the other way, Dirty Ron Scoundrel. Oklahoma, Homa, 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 Steve Martin.
Yeah. So yeah. But the money's there. I'm putting my money into my principals and post, because
And
that's where
post.
everybody fails.
We'll
And
fix it
post,
in
because I
post.
want high. We're creating a high quality product.
Sweet.
Hi.
Very cool.
And it's simple. If people aren't going to dance with me, they're not going to be on it. I've got two companies. The third one just chimed in interest. That's amazing. That's a miracle.
Oh, come on.
And
Be flexible, Ted. God damn it. Don't be such a hard ass.
I am a hard ass. Don't you forget it there, Bucky boy. You're still shaving. I suck it in at will. All right. But yeah, but thanks for asking. I appreciate the opportunity, and I truly hope people hear this and I can get some legitimate work for their kids,
Cool.
or them, because this is non-union. I prefer people with two vouchers and with a good experience still waiting for the voucher because they've had some training. And to tell
Mm-hmm.
you the truth, my training was 250 an hour. That when I was getting training,
Yeah.
thousands of dollars traveling to Hollywood. I don't do that. If you're almost there and it's a scene with 6 lines and under, I'll sit down and run it with you and say, that's what I want. And I'll give you a call back. My callbacks, I'll do it through Zoom, or you can Dropbox your audition. My callbacks are going to be with investors and producers. But I won't bring you to them if you can't do the job to the audition. So,
No, that makes sense.
I'd love to
It's
give
your
people, I'd love to
project.
give people a chance.
I would say,
I'm not going to
uh,
sell you
here's the thing, Ted. Do it the
hey,
way you want to fucking do it, because it's yours. So
well, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sell you the dream and tell you you're wonderful if you suck to keep teaching you and taking your money. I'm going to tell you what you need to do, and if you don't want it, then you really don't want it.
that could be kind of hurtful.
And that's the point. Here's the point. You're doing this wrong. Now take a breath, and we're going to work with it. And if you can't get it, come back in a year. So I'm
Yeah.
not into selling the dream and taking mom and dad's money if the kids aren't ready, or they're not
So
ready. It's not going to
this
happen. I
is
hate that.
so this is something that happened to me the other night. We in this little town, we've got some really good theater and stuff like that. Like we truly are blessed with some of the productions that we have, from the high school to Stage 212 that's here in town. We've really got some great actors and singers and stuff like that in the area. So we went and seen this play called The Prom. And I mean, it was good. I mean, it had me like blubbering like a fucking baby. The guy next to me sitting there blubbering, like I look over him, he's
Were you hold, were you holding hands and holding each other?
not at the beginning. But anyway, as time went on,
Yeah, it's
things.
warm and fuzzy.
And we
Oh,
were actually front row too. It was front row, right in front of the orchestra,
there
and
are some great productions. Yeah.
yeah, and anyway, my wife and I we're downtown, and they're doing like this witches walk kind of a thing, with vendor stands and stuff, and we're about half in the bag. We've had several, and I go walking by this beautician shop, and I looked in, and I kept walking. I stopped, I backed up, and I seen like one of the lead guys that was in it.
There you go.
And my wife, she was just like still walking. I turned around, I went into the shop, and I'm like, "You." He's like, and this guy's like
Oh,
this.
no.
I go, "You were in the play." He goes, "Yeah." Bro. He goes, "Yeah." Like, "You're getting a hug." And I just, he's like, "Thank you."
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the enjoyment when we can change your heart while you're watching us in this moment we've created, and we
Yeah.
can change your heart to feel the creep that I play, or you feel like he's gonna kill me, or you identify with the kid that's the next killer or whatever, or you want to be them.
Mhm.
That is so rewarding to us, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
You shouldn't want to be a
because
killer. I'm just throwing that out there. But well, I mean, it worked for a couple people, and
I'm a
Bundy.
killer.
You I'm a killer.
I'm gonna eat your flesh.
I don't think I'm coming to your set. I don't.
I need makeup. Oh my god! But yeah, it's really rewarding, and that's part of being a behavioral specialist and creating characters. And so he really appreciated that. He knew he changed you and changed your state of being, and we appreciate that stuff, right? We do.
Oh yeah, he's super cool. Yeah,
Now, what
it probably would
theater?
have been
What
weird if I would
theater?
have done it to him like at the play. So yeah.
Yeah. Will you get him off
No,
the stage? He's here again. Yeah.
it's because he's like, you
I know you run. People are running away.
you were in that play. Yeah.
He
My
doesn't know
wife,
what
she,
to.
my wife, when she was still walking, she like turned around. I'm fucking gone. She's like, where
Yeah.
the fuck did he go?
She's looking for a sign for a bar or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Did he go into a bar? Because that's like him. But yeah.
that's cool. That's good stuff. So where are we sitting? How much time we got? Where are you going to direct me to?
We've got until we got what? About 15 more minutes, a little less, 17 more
15?
minutes. No, that's the other way. 13 more minutes. There it is. Math. I'm no good at it.
Tomorrow we deal with shapes, numbers, and colors. Yeah, that's where you get. That's where you get your silver stars from.
That's right. I was more of a Green Star kid, to be honest. I was
We're happy
yeah,
you're here. Keep
I was way
trying.
down the I was way down the charts. Yeah, they
Yeah,
apparently
everybody. Everybody's
apparently I
listed
was a class
alphabetically.
clown and obnoxious, and
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah,
you should probably go up to the office for a while, Mark. Yeah, I
yeah.
get it.
We're happy you're here.
I,
Keep
I
participating.
don't blame you. I mean, I've met me. I know that. I'm just gonna go. So I'm.
Yeah, you were born with PTSD and a focus problem, right? I get it.
Yeah. That's
You can blame dad for the PTSD and the focus problem.
no. Dad was he was a squid. He was on a boat. He didn't during like Vietnam and everything. He didn't really get to see like maybe you got to see it from the boat, like but he didn't.
In the ship, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look,
That's good.
a jungle. Like you do
Yeah.
that. Hey, look.
I was thinking about that. Don't forget to celebrate Veterans Day and even the day before or the day after. We might not agree with what's happening and how we're being deployed or what our governments are making for decisions and putting our lives on the line, but the simple fact is
You're
people
serving.
before went and they had to shed their blood to get out from
Yeah.
under oppression. I don't agree with what's being taught about our history. I don't always agree. It doesn't matter. The simple fact is if people weren't answering the call to be in a state of readiness, other countries would easily walk over here and take us for our
Oh yeah.
natural resources. Don't tell
Absolutely.
me they won't because they're attacking us in ways we don't even comprehend, and that's
Mhm.
from people in the know. So just thank them for at least giving some of their time, because if they weren't there, we'd be in trouble.
Absolutely.
And yeah,
No,
I love
lots of
yeah.
friends. It's lots of friends. It's veterans. I, No, can't tell that story on. Yeah, can't tell that one
Yeah,
here.
there's a couple.
So
I've
anyway,
never, I've never, I've never,
it's not
I've
even that
never
bad.
been.
It's not even that bad,
Listen,
but it's like it has to do with one of my friends and with somebody he knows. So I can't go into it.
oh, I've gotten a
And
few. I've gotten a few
this
good
would be
stories.
the episode that he'd fucking watch if I fucking dumped it. So I'm not gonna, because
Oh yeah,
that's just the way
I've
my
never
fucking
been.
life works, Ted. That's
Yeah,
just the way my fucking life works.
not talk about that stuff. You know, I've
Yeah.
never all those ports I went to. I never went to a brothel. I mean, give me a freaking break. You know, but you go out to the nightclubs and you dance and you buy a girl a drink and you just dance and the more pure fun things for an 18-year-old. But you get back to ship and you want to look at what some of the guys did, and it's like, I know you're single, but how did you get VD of the throat, dude? What are you thinking? Absolutely
In the
insane.
throat. Well, I'll tell you what. I bet he likes theater.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'll have another warm beer and have heartburn for the next day.
He
But
fights like this.
yeah, but you hear stuff like
When
that, and it's ridiculous.
you're a jet all the way from your cigarette.
That's funny. The script I'm writing right now, the scene for Eric Anthony Russo, has, if you saw Eric, you're going to laugh. His self deprecating, bumbling way is so funny. I love working with him. But it incorporates him singing, when the moon hits your eye like a big
Big
pizza
pizza
pie,
pie,
because he's
it's
going to, yeah,
amore.
as an Italian, going to meet his
Good
mama.
old Dino.
You know how close they are
When
to
your
mom.
wife takes your life with a big butcher knife, it's not your day.
Oh yeah, I butchered the song for him.
When your
But
wife hits your rod with a big old dirt clod, it's not your day.
yeah, I butchered it for him. But that's funny that you came up with that tune. That's wonderful. I'm on the right track if I get a confirmation like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
You
So
go.
after telling that
See
about
that?
the
And
stats sergeant,
I'm not even classically trained, Ted. I'm not even classically trained. I'm not
you
even
gotta have
amateurly trained. I've I've never been in a play in my life.
you gotta have class to be classically trained. That's all I'm saying.
Mm, arrogant fucker.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So Tina, she looked at my back and said, "Oh my God, you got to be." She shaved my back. She wanted me to do your chest, and I'm not a
See,
hairy guy, but
that's love.
I didn't have her
That's love.
do
I'll shave
it.
your back for you.
Because I can't reach.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
then she said, "Let me do your chest." I said, "No, no, babe, you're not doing my chest." Well, don't you know I'm in the hospital for 3 days, and I've had to have those sensors removed
Oh
like five
yeah.
times. Now I got bald spot. Yeah, it bleeds through small pores. Oh my God, it was horrendous.
Kelly Clarkson. Ah!
And every time they needed to remove them, they sent in the nurse with the high leather boots. You know what I'm
Yeah, there you
saying?
go.
I'm
Yeah.
back. It was like,
Nice to see you.
yeah. Can you use
Did
that
you miss
spray that
me?
removes? They have spray that will lessen the adhesive, and she would like throw it in the trash. You know?
Who hired
Oh
you,
my
you angel of mercy?
Yeah, she was kind of nice. I'm thinking about going back and doing it
All
again.
right.
I
Sometimes it
just
hurts so good. You know what I'm saying?
I
Hey.
discovered something new about myself.
Exactly. I discovered something new about myself.
Don't tease me, please me. Put the strap on tighter.
It's a fine line between pleasure and pain.
Oh yeah, if it doesn't hurt, it's not right.
Yeah,
Okay, but
you're
yeah,
not
those.
doing it right.
I came back home and it's like, Tina, will you shave my chest? No, the
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah. Now you're
But
asking
yeah,
for it. No, that ain't gonna happen.
yeah, she'll be on with you. She's got to feel the energy. It's got to be right.
Mm. I don't know what other energy you need. If I can't crank it up any higher than this. It's
I know. No, it's got to be right for her.
all right.
She's
I get it. I get it. That's fine. It's all good. In time. I'm going to be doing this for a long time, so I'm not worried about it. So, been doing
yeah.
it
I
for
don't
six
mean to be
years now.
squinting.
So,
I don't mean to be squinting, but it's better than the, oh, it's clear. Now you can't see my eyes. Now you can't see my eyes.
I
So it's
don't
a
care.
movie.
Keep them on. It doesn't matter. Let nobody. You're on my worst holiday. Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody, do you give a fuck? No, they don't give a fuck. It's like I'm gonna take a
Cricket.
survey.
Here
Does anybody give a fuck about Ted's glasses?
I'm going to look you up on the world's ratings for podcasts.
I'm not there.
No,
I don't
you're
even.
not in the top 100.
No,
Jimmy Star's
I
up
actually
there.
haven't even like I've done everything on YouTube for like the last like year. Like I think I've loaded up like 5 episodes on actual podcast platforms in like the last
Yeah,
year or so.
just having fun.
I need to catch up. I really do because I'm
Oh,
falling way fucking behind.
so I looked at Jimmy Star's. He's got like 1 billion downloads and still
Oh
isn't
yeah.
recognized. A
Oh
billion and still isn't recognized to get a blue check. So
yeah.
he was doing good. He's in the top, well in the top 100. He was number
Yeah.
two, and
No,
he's
I know
almost,
Jimmy.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Jimmy
I
and I
said,
are
I don't know
friends.
how. I wrote this book for it's called Film and Modeling Industry Revelations: Things You Should Know. All
Yep.
right, so you don't get used. You can negotiate around and pick and choose, and give you some knowledge. And Amazon, of course, destroyed the center, 2 pages of the book, and they didn't attach my book cover, and it's just terrible. They don't maintain their software. You can't reach anybody.
Right.
So I looked, and in the teen, I am made 100. I am number 100 in the world for something no one's ever paid me for. It. Paying me would help. I'll mention your
That would
name.
be awesome. If I could get
Because they
paid for
get it.
being the top 100 of something, that would be
How can I?
fantastic.
And no one's given me anything for it. But I had to post that on my Instagram. It's like, I'm number 100 in the world for something I'm not even being paid for. So
It's for something, but I ain't making no fucking money for it. Hey, my
yeah,
buddy Jason Zalatkis is watching. Jason, reach out to Ted. It's Ted Syok on Facebook. He's got a production that's coming up on a series. Jason's an actor, a good one. So yeah, talk to each other.
yeah,
So
yeah. SIOK, or just Google me. I'll come up with that, or Ted Sterner. And
you
if
can
you're
Google
good,
me anytime. It's like,
just Google me.
Google me sideways. I don't care.
I love the attention. They send me gifts. But I was just really amazed. It's like,
I'm
how
not
can
falling for that again. I did it once in college.
oh, this again.
Oh,
This never happened. What's the saying?
a rather rough
Oh,
Googling
that's
I
the
went through, I
first
think.
time this happened again. But yeah, I was really amazed that I couldn't. I'm not making any money, but I made the 100 list. And
No, that's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Now they
if you're
are in the
gonna
top 100.
if you're
And
gonna publish
everybody's always
something,
asking, it's like, how many listeners do you have? I don't know.
yeah,
And they're like,
well, sometimes
well,
5.
you got to know. No, I don't.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't
I
care.
don't care.
I keep doing
I
what I
don't care.
love. I
I'm not really
like to,
doing it for anybody. I'm doing it because I fucking love it. That's why I'm
yeah,
doing it. So I don't.
yeah,
What
sure.
are you making? Nothing. How
Nothing.
many people listen? I don't know.
Anywhere between 1 and 50,000.
One in a Google. That's
Yeah, so it's all good. I just enjoy creating, and sometimes in an expository way. I mean, I gave some people hell with a video on Facebook and say, look, you're not going anywhere. They're selling you a dream. If I ask you to send me a headshot and you tell me how wonderful you are, and I'm going to be blessed and for having you on my, and yet I look and you can't
you
frame your
are
head.
so lucky to be
It's like,
getting things from me.
I'm not even going to open
Me.
it. Download your information
Like,
on my
it literally
computer.
sounds like something I would say. God, you are so lucky. You get to get it from me.
I'm lucky. What, really? Do you think anybody in Warner Brothers or their casting agencies are gonna download your audition onto their
Warner
media?
Brothers. They're pathetic. They're not even worthy of me. Hey, Timothy, check that out, buddy. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I have
Oh,
nothing.
Greg, the wee beastie.
But it's been good. It's fun, and I'll take anybody under my wing and help them and their kids, and I'll tell them the
Awesome.
truth. Come back in a year, or they don't have it. They don't want to do the work, and because 90% of the work for an actor is in the room, in their office.
Yeah. Yep.
You have to know why you're saying it, and you have to bring it out, and they don't want to do it. So, those who do. But I'll work with anybody.
True. All right,
I
brother.
will create a team.
You've got the floor. Tell everybody about you, where they can find you, where they can send you money. You've got the floor, and we'll wrap this up. And then I'll tell you the story
Thank you.
after we get clear. The one I was going to tell you. So
Again,
go ahead.
my name is Ted Siok, Siok. You Google me, you'll see me as Ted Sterner. I'm all over the place. I'm heading out to Nashville to start a pilot for pilot season, teen sci-fi thriller, like Stranger Things. We're taking auditions. We're looking for experienced, trained actors, and we have some good 6 lines and under scenes for this, and it's created for new actors and experienced actors that want to expand their video portfolio. So look me up, Ted Siok. Google me. I'm there for you. We've got the money coming in. It's going to be paid and non-union right now. As soon
Not
as we get
union right
picked up, I
now.
guarantee you, as soon as we get picked up, and with the people we do have, we're going to get picked up, and we get that money, you'll be Taft-Hartley in. You'll be union with legitimate work. I know. I know. I know how
There
it's
you
going.
go. There
It's a
you go.
miracle, and I'm very, very grateful. Thank you for the time.
You're welcome. And as always, I'm Mr. Holiday from My Worst Holiday. You can find me at myworstholiday.com. You can send me money at myworstholiday@patreon.com. Come on, you cheap fuckers. I want your money. Give me some fucking money because I like it a
Hey,
lot.
send me money.
And
You will get the recognition and the credits. I guarantee it.
you can also you can find me on Mosaic TV. That's right. I'm on a network. So how many networks are you on, fuckers? So, if you got a Roku, if you have a Amazon Fire Stick, if you have an Android device, download Mosaic TV, and you can see me and Ted this episode very soon. And with that being said, from a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this has been My Worst Holiday.
Thank
Good night,
you.
everybody.
All right, fantastic.